Hello everyone, we're back with Gen 6 OU, playing for FCPL Week 2. Now, I have a stall team, and he has a very, very offensive team. How do I want to approach this? Well, his rocker is going to be Garchomp. Volcarona, in theory at least, is stopped by Chansey. Thundy could be Nasty Plot here. Laddie is Healing Wish, maybe Trick. I have my Slowbro for that. I do have Heal Bell on this team, which is helpful. Something I could consider is just Gliscor and Toxic immediately on either the Garchomp or the Thundy. Weavile and Metagross are both stopped to an extent by Skarmory. Yeah, I do live a Hidden Power Ice guaranteed, so I can poison that immediately. Because I can't really have him setting up, I feel. If he is Nasty Plot, how much is he doing to a Clef? Not too much, actually. I do think leading Gliscor is fine here. I do really want to get up rocks, but I also think that defogging his rocks is really important. Thundurus does come out. Just gonna go for that Protect, I think. Yeah, I've got Unaware Clef, so that goes for a Taunt. Okay. Interesting. So he's probably Taunt 3 attacks as opposed to Thunder Wave 3 attacks, which is more problematic for my team for sure. How do I want to approach this? I could go to Zapdos and just throw out an attack, because his team doesn't really like switching into Zapdos, because I know he's going to be Taunt, Volt Switch, and stuff. I think I'm okay with that, actually. Yeah, he goes for another Taunt. Now, I can go for a Heat Wave here, or for a Discharge, or I could even go back to Gliscor. I don't know if I need to do that yet, though. I think I'm actually going to go for a Heat Wave, aiming to catch the Garchomp. Okay, he actually stays in. Interesting. I'll go to Chansey here. Goes for a Volt Switch. Good play. Goes into the Chomper. Now, are rocks actually worse for him or worse for me? Because rocks significantly damage several mons on his team, which makes trading rocks with him a somewhat appealing idea. And if I start hazard stacking, I think he's going to be forced to defog. I actually think I'm going to go for my own rocks now, mainly for the purpose of pressuring that Thundurus. So, on the next turn, this could be an SD Garchomp. How does Clefable match up against that? It's not great, but I don't think he's SD. I'm going to say he's a Tank Chomp. Oh boy. How much is he doing to Gliscor now? Doing a lot with Outrage. I think I've got to go Clefable. Thankfully, he just SDs again. I'll Protect once. Goes into the Gross. You might not want to stay in on and attack the Scarm here. I'll go for one more Protect just in case you switch out again. I could also go into Slowbro. Goes for the power-up punch. Could have power-up punch and Thunder Punch. That would be annoying. I feel like I kind of just have to go Scarm. Man, power-up punch into Thunder Punch would definitely do a lot. But I feel like I kind of have to. He just hits me straight with a Thunder Punch. Okay. Now, typically, this set wouldn't have Ice Punch, so I'm gonna go... Man, he got me again. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna Protect here. Goes for the Zen. I think I have to try to damage him with the EQ. Hopefully he doesn't flinch me. I always go for the Protect here. Now I think I sacrifice Skarmory. Yeah, I think I just toss Skarm. And I could either go Slowbro here or go Clef. Clef means that Weavile comes in, and I don't like that. Or Slowbro means that Weavile comes in. I think I have to sacrifice Slowbro here. Omega. He switches into the Laddie. That's interesting. Maybe he's going for a Healing Wish. I can go for one Calm Mind here. Which actually sort of makes me a threat. Chooses to click Defog. Now, I think this is a Scarf Laddie. I think that's most likely. Should I go for another Calm Mind? Or go for a Scald here? I think I'm going to go for a Scald. No burn, unfortunately. I'm just going to go for a Slack Off. He has Thunder Wave. Okay. I'm just going to go for a Scald now. Kind of an annoying set. Cannot hit Excadrill. But something is going to have to take this Scald now. And I don't really see anything that wants to. He has to actually click Volt Switch if he wants to do any damage to me. And wow, he does do damage to me. Goes straight into the Weavile. And I do burn that. That's really good. I'm just going to click Slack off here. Goes for a Swords Dance. I'm just going to click Slack off again. Does a decent amount of damage with beat up, but thankfully I do get the Slack off and I don't get parried. Are you going to Thunderous? What would you click here? Is Scald always my play? I feel like you go for the Volt Switch here, so I'm going to Slack off. Do I go for the Toxic here? Because he could be Lumberry. I think I'll go for one Scald, just to get damage off. That is unfortunate. It kind of depends here if he has Giga Drain or not. And if he tries to go for another one. I think I go Chansey here. Annoying, but I gotta go for the T-Wave now. Kind of hoping he's not Lum, but I just gotta throw off T-Waves. He is Lum. I believe that is Timid. Now I just gotta keep clicking S-Toss. How about Clefable here? Is that an option? Probably not, right? Flame Body is annoying. I think I will go Clef. I can just go for a Protect here. And kind of scout to see if he has Giga Drain. Okay, I'm just gonna go for the Wish. I'll Protect again. If he goes into Metagross here, he goes into Metagross. Is it worth trying to heal Bell up Slowbro? I don't think so. I'm just going to go for a wish. Of course, he doesn't get parried a single time, but at least we don't get burned by a flamethrower. On his Metagross, I think I am going to go Zapdos. Okay, I think I go for the Moonblast. And he could easily go for the Stealth Rocks here, but I think I need to stay in. Yeah. Laddie comes out. So this is definitely just going to go for a Healing Wish, basically. And I think I need to have my Zapdos in when that happens. Could go for a power-up punch first. I think I roost once. Do I want to roost again? Or do I just want a Heat Wave? I think I just want a Heat Wave. That flinch there sucks. Okay. Could go into Gliscor, Zen, Headbutt, and Protect. I think is my play. There's also Scalding with Slowbro, but I think this gets me the most damage immediately. If I'd gotten that Heat Wave off, I would have been fine. Maybe I shouldn't have clicked Roost there and should have just gone for the Heat Wave, but I thought he'd go for the Power-Up Punch. Gets the KO. Could go for the power-up punch here. I think I'm just going to go for a Scald. Can I get a burn? A burn would be phenomenal. Please, can I at least hit? No burns. Maybe if he, like, misses some Zen Headbutts or something. Because my Moonblast does have a good chance to 2-hit KO. But what he can't do here is flinch me. Okay. He could go into Thundy here. That's definitely a play he could make. But I'm just going to stay in and keep clicking Protect. And if he does click Thunder Wave on me, I do have the opportunity to go into my Chansey on that. I think the ideal is he stays in on my protect, and then the next turn he misses a Zen headbutt. Okay, well, he has bullet punch, so... Hmm. 58. I feel like that's too much damage. I need him to miss one. I need him to keep going for Zen headbutts and then miss one. Okay, now I feel like I have to get a double protect. I feel like 50% is my best option at this point. Okay, I do get a double protect, which keeps me alive just a little bit longer. Yeah, okay. He just hit every single Zen headbutt. Good game, and I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed that Nail Biter series.